people in prison, and when he says in the Bible that he's with you at your darkest moments, he means it. He is 100% there with you, walking you right through whatever you're going through. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Oh, mom.
I know. I'm sorry. Every time I tell it, I can't help it. It just
No, it's
I get the
beautiful.
chills. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful, but I think it's just because I've, I've not been perfect since I've been out. I've messed up a lot. And so I still like sometimes when I tell that story, I'm like, am I even worthy enough to say it and still tell it?
It's still
So it,
true. It's still
yeah,
true.
I know.
I
Sorry.
knew that this podcast would be good, not just for telling
Yeah,
not just telling the past, but remembering what's still true in the present.
yeah,
What
yeah,
he's already spoken over your life, what he's still speaking into your life. I knew that, you retell your story, you remember what he's done before in your life, and it strengthens your faith and it reminds you
yes,
of the mountains that he's moved for you in the past and the fact that we serve a God that will do it again.
yeah. Yes, and he will, like, and, why I was chosen to be but one of the people that got to see, like, I don't have to have faith because in it be an unknown faith like a lot of people, like, I just happen to be one of the lucky ones. Like, I don't even have to have faith. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own
Yeah.
eyes, and I
Oh,
know, you know what I mean? And I just, I look at other people that have to just rely on that
yeah.
unknown faith, and that I can only imagine how hard that must be. And I just feel so that makes me feel even like even lower sometimes because I'm like, wow, God chose me to show things to and see things. And, I know now why he did that. He wants me to tell people. Like, cause at first
Oh,
I didn't know what to do. Do I tell people these? They're going to think I'm crazy.
you
They're going to think
tell
I'm lying. They're going to think I'm trying to get attention. They're going to think all these things. And I did experience all of those things
yeah.
because I did get out and I did like overabundantly like, "Oh, you guys gotta hear what happened," and I would tell all these people, and there were some that literally like, in the book of Matthew, it tells you, "Don't throw your pearls to pigs because they will trample on it."
Mm,
And when he says pearls, he means special things from him, like, "Don't throw your pearls to the pigs because they will trample all over it."
yeah.
And that's what happened a lot, like, I told the wrong people, and they trampled all over all my little pearls to the point where I just quit talking about it. I quit, and but then again, if you read the Bible and scripture, like the
Yeah.
devil's going to fight every little good thing that happens. So that's just something that you have to deal with. And you
Yes.
just have to have in faith,
And
that
the more warfare that you
yeah,
experience, that's
uh-huh.
what reveals the fact that you have something that much more special, that
Yeah.
God has that much greater of a purpose, the fact that the devil's trying to steal it from you in the first place. Mom, do you think that somebody has to hit a rock bottom to come to a true, like, deep faith in Jesus?
No, I really don't think you have to hit a rock bottom. I mean, I think it's just according to that person. I don't know. What is your take on that?
Maybe it's like in my family because I feel like a lot of times like our perspectives are shaped by how we grew up and what we see and I
Mhm.
really have seen it work that way time and time again where it is a rock bottom that finally leads somebody to the cross because
Yeah.
that's the only place to look for hope. But like you said, it doesn't have to be that. Like there are kids that grew up in the church that stayed strong in that have strong faith with Jesus.
Yes.
But you know what? I feel like because we weren't, because like you and I like we're rebellious, we're sinners.
Yes.
I mean, everybody's a sinner, but
Yeah.
we're very rebellious and I feel like God knew that he had to show us like he comes to everybody differently and
Mhm.
he knows how
Yep.
that person will best receive him. And
Yes.
so it depends on the relationship, right? But I feel like for us, like, he had to show us so that we would believe, and
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Well said.